Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be taking a look at the 12 motorcycles people regret ignoring when prices were lower. Number 12. Honda Shadow Aero. The Honda Shadow Aero has quietly become one of those motorcycles that riders now wish they had snapped up when prices were lower. Its classic cruiser styling is immediately noticeable, with sweeping fenders, chrome highlights, and a low, commanding stance that turns heads without being flashy. The engine is a smooth, reliable V-twin that delivers steady torque for city streets and open highways alike. Its performance is forgiving yet satisfying, giving riders confidence whether they're cruising casually or pushing a little harder. Honda's reputation for durability adds another layer of appeal as owners spend less on repairs and enjoy years of trouble-free riding. Feature-wise, the Shadow Aero keeps things functional. The instrument cluster is clear, lighting is bright, and suspension balances comfort with control. In 2026, the Shadow Aero carries a price tag of around $7,500, which is surprisingly reasonable considering its blend of style, comfort, and reliability. Riders who ignored it a few years ago now face higher resale values, making the missed opportunity hard to overlook. Missing it back then is a regret that only grows as riders now realize the Honda Shadow Aero is a timeless, reliable cruiser that blends style, comfort, and value in a way few motorcycles manage. Number 11. Kawasaki Vulcan S. The Kawasaki Vulcan S has quietly become one of those motorcycles riders wish they had grabbed when prices were lower, offering a combination of modern styling, versatility, and approachable performance. Its sleek, low-slung profile makes it easy for shorter riders to handle, while adjustable components like foot pegs, seat, and handlebars allow a personalized fit that few cruisers in this range offer. Its parallel twin engine delivers smooth, manageable torque, making city streets effortless and highways comfortable. The bike responds predictably without overwhelming new riders, while still offering enough punch to satisfy experienced riders who want a relaxed but engaging ride. Reliability is another reason this motorcycle has grown in stature. Owners benefit from low-maintenance engineering, affordable routine service, and very few mechanical surprises. Those who sold their Vulcan S too soon often admit they underestimated how much value comes from a cruiser that simply starts every day and asks very little in return. When it carried a price tag around $7,300, many assumed they could wait and come back later. Now, in 2026, clean examples are harder to find and prices are higher, making the Kawasaki Vulcan S a clear example of a cruiser people regret ignoring when it was still affordable. Number 10. Royal Enfield Classic 350. The Royal Enfield Classic 350 has quietly become one of those motorcycles riders now wish they had bought when prices were lower, blending timeless retro styling with approachable performance. Its classic design, rounded fuel tank, spoked wheels, and low seat make it instantly recognizable and comfortable for daily rides or weekend cruises. What riders missed early on was how versatile and engaging this motorcycle feels in real-world riding. The single-cylinder engine delivers smooth, manageable torque, making city commutes effortless while still providing a satisfying presence on highways. Its simplicity means it's predictable, approachable, and rewarding, giving confidence to new riders and enough character to keep enthusiasts interested. Reliability is another factor that has increased its appeal. The Classic 350 starts easily, needs minimal mechanical attention, and routine maintenance is affordable. Owners who sold theirs too soon often regret it, realizing how much value comes from a bike that consistently performs without major headaches. Handling and ergonomics complement the bike's charm. Its balanced frame keeps it stable on open roads while remaining light and manageable at low speeds. When it carried a price tag around $4,500, it seemed easy to pass over. Now, in 2026, resale values have increased and clean examples are harder to find, making the Royal Enfield Classic 350 a motorcycle people regret ignoring when it was affordable. Number 9. Suzuki Boulevard C50. The Suzuki Boulevard C50 has quietly become one of those motorcycles riders wish they had bought when prices were lower, offering classic cruiser looks with a smooth, approachable ride. Its long, low-profile chrome highlights and wide handlebars give it an unmistakable presence on the road, while the comfortable seating keeps riders relaxed on longer trips. What early buyers overlooked was how effortlessly the Boulevard C50 performs in daily riding. The V-twin engine delivers steady, predictable torque, making city streets simple to navigate and highways comfortable for extended cruising. Reliability has contributed to its growing reputation. The Boulevard C50 starts consistently, requires minimal maintenance, and routine servicing remains affordable, which means owners can enjoy the bike for years without major headaches. Handling and ergonomics are straightforward yet effective. The bike feels stable at low speeds, balanced in turns, and comfortable over longer distances. When it carried a price tag around $6,200, many assumed it could wait. Now, in 2026, demand has pushed prices higher and clean examples are harder to find, making the Suzuki Boulevard C50 a motorcycle people regret ignoring when it was more affordable. Number 8. Kawasaki Vulcan 900. The Kawasaki Vulcan 900 has quietly become one of those motorcycles riders now regret ignoring when prices were lower, offering classic cruiser styling combined with smooth, dependable performance. For years, some overlooked it, thinking it was too traditional or unremarkable. In 2026, that same simplicity is exactly why missing out feels like a real regret, especially as resale values have risen and clean examples are harder to find. The V-twin engine delivers strong, predictable torque that feels effortless in city traffic and confident on highways. It does not rush, vibrate harshly, or punish riders on longer rides, making it a cruiser that is comfortable for both beginners and experienced riders alike. Reliability adds to its lasting appeal. Owners enjoy a motorcycle that starts consistently, requires minimal maintenance, and rarely has major mechanical issues. Those who sold theirs too soon often admit they underestimated the value of owning a bike that delivers dependable performance day after day. Handling and ergonomics also contribute to its reputation. Despite its solid frame, the Vulcan 900 remains manageable at low speeds and stable on open roads. When it carried a price tag around $8,000, many assumed they could buy later. Now, in 2026, clean examples are more expensive and harder to find, making the Kawasaki Vulcan 900 a clear example of a cruiser people regret ignoring when it was affordable. Number 7. BMW R nineT. The BMW R nineT has quietly become one of those motorcycles riders now regret ignoring when prices were lower, blending modern performance with classic roadster styling. When it first arrived, some thought it was too niche or expensive for everyday riding. In 2026, that combination of style, precision engineering, and rising demand makes missing out a real regret for those who waited. What many missed early on was how capable and engaging this bike feels on real roads. Its Air oil-cooled boxer twin engine delivers smooth, powerful torque, offering confident acceleration in city traffic and effortless stability on highways. The ride feels precise yet forgiving, giving experienced riders the control they expect while remaining approachable for newer enthusiasts. Reliability and engineering quality also set it apart. BMW's craftsmanship ensures the R nineT starts reliably, handles long-term use with minimal issues, and requires maintenance that, while premium, keeps it consistent. Owners who passed it by often admit they underestimated the satisfaction of a motorcycle that blends performance, style, and dependability so well. When it carried a price tag around $16,000, many assumed they could come back later. Now, in 2026, clean examples command higher prices, making the BMW R nineT a motorcycle people regret ignoring when it was more affordable. Number 6. Honda Rebel 1100. The Honda Rebel 1100 has quietly become one of those motorcycles riders now regret ignoring when prices were lower, combining modern performance with approachable cruiser style. Early on, some dismissed it as too big or too sporty for a comfortable cruiser. In 2026, that combination of smooth power, reliability, and versatility is exactly why missing out has become a real regret. Its parallel twin engine delivers strong, predictable torque that makes city streets effortless while offering confident acceleration on highways. Reliability adds to its lasting appeal. The Rebel 1100 starts consistently, requires minimal maintenance, and benefits from Honda's engineering that prioritizes longevity. Owners who sold theirs too early often admit they underestimated the value of a cruiser that delivers dependable performance day after day. When it carried a price tag around $9,500, many assumed they could wait. Now, in 2026, prices have risen and clean examples are harder to find, making the Honda Rebel 1100 a motorcycle people regret ignoring when it was still more affordable. Number 5. Yamaha V-Star 250. The Yamaha V-Star 250 has quietly become one of those motorcycles riders now regret ignoring when prices were lower, offering a lightweight classic cruiser experience that's easy to handle and surprisingly versatile. For years, some dismissed it as too small or underpowered, but in 2026, that simplicity and accessibility are exactly why missing out feels like a real regret. What early riders overlooked was how approachable and fun this bike is in everyday use. Its V-twin engine delivers smooth, manageable torque, making city riding effortless while still offering enough punch for comfortable highway cruising. The bike is forgiving and predictable, which makes it ideal for beginners while still satisfying for experienced riders who appreciate a nimble, low-maintenance cruiser. Reliability has helped the V-Star 250 grow in appeal. Yamaha engineering ensures the bike starts reliably, requires minimal maintenance, and delivers years of consistent performance. Handling and ergonomics add to its charm. Its low seat height, balanced frame, and relaxed riding position make it manageable for riders of all sizes. When it carried a price tag around $4,800, many assumed they could come back later. Now, in 2026, clean examples are more expensive and less common, making the Yamaha V-Star 250 a motorcycle people regret ignoring when it was still affordable. Number 4. Suzuki TU250X. The Suzuki TU250X has quietly become one of those motorcycles riders now regret ignoring when prices were lower, offering a simple, reliable, and approachable ride that's perfect for city streets and casual weekend cruising. For years, it was often overlooked as too basic or underpowered, but in 2026, that same simplicity is exactly why missing out has become a real regret. Its single-cylinder engine delivers consistent, predictable torque, making traffic easy to navigate while still providing a satisfying ride on open roads. Reliability has always been a strong point. The TU250X starts without fuss, requires minimal maintenance, and delivers years of dependable performance. Those who ignored it initially often regret missing out on a bike that combines ease of ownership with long-term durability, something increasingly rare in 2026. Handling and ergonomics make it approachable for all riders. Its lightweight frame, upright seating, and low seat height make it easy to manage in tight city streets while remaining stable on longer rides. When it carried a price tag around $4,300, many assumed they could wait. Now in 2026, prices have risen and clean examples are harder to find, making the Suzuki TU250X a motorcycle people regret ignoring when it was still affordable. Number 3. Triumph Bonneville T120. The Triumph Bonneville T120 has quietly become one of those motorcycles riders now regret ignoring when prices were lower. A bike that pairs classic British style with modern engineering in a way few cruisers do. Back when it first arrived, some thought it was too refined or too heritage to ride every day, but in 2026, those qualities are exactly why missing out stings. This motorcycle delivers more than just looks. Its parallel twin engine offers a smooth, torquey ride that feels alive whether weaving through city streets or cruising open roads. The bike rewards precision without demanding aggressive riding, letting the rider enjoy every moment of the journey. What sets the Bonneville T120 apart is its attention to detail and build quality. Chrome accents, brushed metal finishes, and classic lines aren't just for show. They're paired with a solid frame and responsive suspension that make handling confident yet composed. Comfort and control also make it stand out. The upright seating, wide handlebars, and balanced weight distribution let riders cover long distances without fatigue, while the bike's heritage styling still commands attention wherever it goes. When it carried a price tag around $12,000, many assumed they could wait. Now, in 2026, the Bonneville T120 has only grown in desirability, with higher resale values and fewer clean examples available, making it a motorcycle people deeply regret ignoring when it was more affordable. Number 2. Suzuki SV650. The Suzuki SV650 has quietly become one of those motorcycles riders regret ignoring when prices were lower, standing out as a sporty, versatile option in a market full of cruisers and retro bikes. When it first launched, some dismissed it as just another standard bike. But in 2026, its combination of performance, reliability, and everyday usability makes missing out a real regret. What makes the SV650 special is its engine and agility. Its parallel twin engine delivers smooth, punchy power that's easy to manage in traffic yet exciting on winding roads. The bike feels light and responsive, giving riders a connected, engaging experience that's rare in mid-range motorcycles today. Reliability has always been a strong point. The SV650 starts instantly, requires minimal maintenance, and holds up well over years of consistent use. Riders who passed on it early often admit they underestimated how rewarding a low-maintenance, high-fun motorcycle could be. Handling and ergonomics make it approachable for a wide range of riders. Its upright yet sporty seating position, nimble frame, and precise suspension allow it to feel confident in city streets while still capable on highways and twisty backroads. When it carried a price tag around $6,500, many assumed they could wait. Now, in 2026, clean examples are rarer and prices have climbed, making the Suzuki SV650 a motorcycle people regret ignoring when it was still affordable. Number 1. Honda Shadow Phantom. The Honda Shadow Phantom has become the motorcycle many riders now openly regret ignoring when prices were lower, especially those who wanted a true no-nonsense cruiser. For years, it sat quietly in showrooms while attention went to louder names and trend-driven designs. In 2026, that calm, stripped-down character is exactly why its value and reputation have risen. The Phantom stands out because it never tried to impress on paper. Its V-twin engine delivers smooth, steady torque that feels right at low speeds and stays composed on highways. The power delivery is relaxed, predictable, and easy to live with, making long rides feel natural instead of tiring. Ownership experience is where regret really sets in. The Shadow Phantom earned a reputation for lasting reliability, low service costs, and mechanical simplicity. Owners didn't worry about constant repairs or complicated electronics. Many who sold theirs now admit they underestimated how rare that kind of stress-free ownership would become. Its dark, minimal styling also aged better than expected. The blacked-out finish, low seat height, and balanced chassis give it a strong road presence without trying too hard. When the Honda Shadow Phantom carried a price tag around $7,800, it was easy to overlook. Now, in 2026, clean examples are harder to find and prices have climbed, making it the clearest example on this list of a motorcycle people regret ignoring when it was still affordable. And with this, we have reached the end of this video. Make sure to like it and subscribe the channel for future upcoming videos.